to it.
Как дела, охотничьи? Ну, не пуха.
Лоха!
Let's buy some more ammo and hoard it for later. Another 10 rounds for this rifle as well. So I'm going to load up on some 9x39 and some grenades for the GP25 and run downstairs with them, stick them in the stash there for later. Save them for a rainy day or a sunny day. I'm not particularly picky about the weather. Looks like that's the only 9x39 he has, which is interesting. That's the expensive stuff, I think. Okay, so we'll buy that. And should be good. Back downstairs with this stuff, and then we'll head out. So, I'm gonna go off to the Jupiter Underground again. There's a couple other things I should probably check up on. I know I'm missing something here. Apparently the Monolith Lab is in fact accessible, you just need the code to get in. And it's quite a long code, which I can't remember offhand. And the way you get it is that you have to go to every underground lab and then go speak to Guide in the, or not Guide, Doctor in the swamps. So, might be a bit of a long trek today, but let's see if we can get that knocked over. It's just bizarre that it hasn't registered me as being in the underground when I have very definitely been in the Jupiter Underground. Probably should have gone out the other doorway, but oh well. We'll go this way.
Знаешь что? Телепай отсюда! Телепат!
So, I can't remember anywhere there might have been documents I missed when I was in Jupiter Underground or Pripyat Underground last time, but I'll have another look. I'll run through there and check. And then once I've done that, it should hopefully register as me having been through there. Pretty sure I've done everything I need to there. And then once that's done, it's back to the swamps. We will talk to Doctor and probably head up to that wall lab and see if we can sneak our way in there. Oh, probably shouldn't get so close to that. Now, I don't know what to expect when I get in there. I just know that it is in fact accessible. It is a playable area. It's not left incomplete like some of the other areas in that part of the map. Probably go to the science lab actually and sell some of these artifacts. It's tempting. I've got a mission to clear the area over there anyway. I think I might do that. So we'll go to the lab, sell some shit, clear those mutants out. It's probably like one dog, knowing how these missions usually play out. But we'll clear that and then head back to the tunnel. It's quite a sizable little patrol going along there. It's like two distinct groups. One of Judy and one of loners. Oh, and they both seen something. Pigs from the sound of it. We'll pick up the pace a little. Get myself over to that lab in a hurry. Beautiful sunrise. Just coming up over the edge of the town now. So I was doing a bit more, I don't know if I'd call it research, but I was doing a bit more poking around about various things in the zone. And it turns out the Krug antenna complex, although I don't think that's where it is in real life, obviously, like a lot of things in the game, the Krug antenna complex is a real thing. In fact, that it's not just a singular thing. Apparently there's several of them. It's I believe there is one that's related to the Duga 3 array, but it's like a separate system. Some kind of intelligence, like, complex, I think, like a, what was it? Something to do with picking up radio signals reflected off the upper atmosphere. So that was interesting. So it just does go to show that although Stalker really does kind of play with the actual relative geographical locations of things, a lot of these areas are built off of real-life areas that exist. Many of them within the exclusion zone, some of them just in the former Soviet Union in general.
Здравствуйте, здравствуйте.
Svarog. Oh wow, the cost of those has gone down a bit. 63,000. It was what, like $1 million before? Holy shit. Okay, yeah, we're buying one of them. Sell a flash. What else do I want to sell? Sell that, since I got a better one. Restoration 2. Hold on to the meat chunk for now. Sell one of the snowflakes. Sell the controller bits. Sell that, and then what was that's 8 energy recovery, that is 5. This is a bit more radioactive, but we will sell the shell and the battery. Just trying to figure out what to get rid of here. Got 8 psionic protection from that, so we'll sell that since we got way more from that. And I think that should be about good for now. So we will also sell this and buy this instead. We almost broke even on that deal too. Still got 203,000 rubles kicking around, so it's pretty good. Now we have a real detector, which should make finding artifacts much easier and much less dangerous for my clumsy ass. Go deal with those mutants, or more likely that mutant, knowing the way that this usually plays out. It'll probably be one dog or one flesh or something. We'll go clear it and then head back to the underground. I've also got an assassination mission from Trapper on a military officer, but that's probably not in this area, so we'll worry about that some other time. Hello, what are you? Mercenaries. Are you friendly mercenaries? Yes, you are. I think I am still on friendly terms with the mercs, so that does make things a little simpler. I kind of wish that there were more distinct groups of mercenaries so you could have differing relations between them. I mean, to an extent you can in Call of Pripyat. For instance, you can be friendly with one or two small groups of mercenaries and then hostile to the other groups, but I don't know if that also works in Call of Chernobyl. I don't think it does. I heard some dogs. Our waypoint is here. As I correctly surmised, we have been sent to kill a dog. Maybe two. Can I get three? Yep, there's the third one. Back up on that hill. Easy. Bit of a waste sending me all the way out here to kill 3 dogs, but, you know, anything to make Jupiter safer, I guess. Kind of tempted to swap out the Heart of the Oasis for one of the energy recovery artifacts. I miss my ninja sprinting. Like, I can sprint all right now, but I miss being able to sprint basically non-stop. Oh, hello. Fucking Jesus. Really? Jesus Christ. Nerf dogs. They actually seem to stand up to a kind of silly amount of damage on Veteran. Really? Did I not quick save? Did I seriously not quick... Oh my god, no I didn't. Okay. Well, we gotta do that all again now.
Как дела?
I'll just run through. Okay, it's a different assassination job, but we'll take it anyway.
Ну не пуха.
Yeah, I think once I start getting into the files and making some tweaks, I'm going to lessen the hit points on the dogs, because man, do they stand up to a lot of shit. They really shouldn't. Being able to tank 7.62 rounds like that is kind of ridiculous. Run back downstairs with this shit and just head straight over to the science lab. I'd say I can't believe that, but I can actually totally believe that. It doesn't surprise me at all. Is there any other artifacts or anything in here I want to go sell? No. Oh, expert tools. I should probably take them, because then I can give them to someone. Okay. Who can I even give my expert tools to? Probably just old mate down in the cordon. Oh wow, gotta go assassinate a guy at the bridge. Gotta go back to Sidorovich to finish that. Have I actually got anyone equipped? Yeah, expert tools. So the guy at Yantar. He's the only one who I have given the advanced tools to, apparently. Which is interesting. I thought I gave them to the guy at the bar as well. Oh well. We'll get moving. There's a body here. Is that a zombie, maybe? Or is it one of the guards? It's a zombie. This time I'll remember to press F5.
Здравствуйте, здравствуйте.
So I was gonna get rid of that. That.
Подходите. Что у вас?
That. One of them or both of them? I don't remember. One of them. Get rid of that. That. One of those. Okay, so that's 8 energy recovery. Oh, that's plus 5 health restoration. Then I can get rid of the soul, because that's only plus 2. Jellyfish is minus 2 radiation. I'll hold on to that for when the wrenched runs low, because I'm going to need it. Get rid of that. Hold on to the meat chunk for now. I think that's everything I need to sell. I mean, that's basically what I sold last time anyway. Heart of the Oasis is plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. Yeah, okay. That's why my energy recovery is quite bad, because the Heart of the Oasis is only plus 2. I'm not running a dedicated energy recovery artifact. If I had another slot, I would. Wait, hang on. Oh shit, he doesn't have the fucking Svarog anymore. God damn it. Okay. I guess we'll have to buy it off Nimble or something. This is why you quick save. Ooh, hello. What's in here? Nothing. How about over here? What's in here? Also nothing. What a shame. Might also check out the Volkhov complex. Just see if there's a keypad in there to get through the door to the armory. Because I know what the code is now, but I don't recall if you can actually get in there and call it Chernobyl. I think the door was actually caved in. I'm just going to use my pistol for this. There's no point wasting rifle ammo on a couple of dogs. Go ahead and save as well. Yeah, doggy, doggy, doggy. Okay. Okay. They all rush me at once. This is not how I planned this at all. God damn. Yeah, dogs need a nerf. They're very overpowered. Okay, we will use the rifle, we'll keep our distance. I swear they never used to be quite that dangerous. Not 3 of them. In larger numbers, yes, but not when there's 3. They seem a lot more resilient to rifle fire in Call of Chernobyl than they usually are. He says before dropping all 3 with 1 shot each. Let's see. I'll go back and talk to Trapper and then I'll go to the underground. There's an artifact in there, I think. Or is it just... It might be triggering on something inside the train. Yeah, okay, it's not an artifact. Usually when you hear that, like an electro anomaly make that sound, that's because there's something in it, and when there's something in it, and it's not an NPC, it's usually an artifact. Quickly check out the SAM site here. I do find it amusing how stalkers broadcast whatever they find over the PDA system. Like, bro, I would not be doing that. It's a great way to paint a fucking target on yourself. Okay. Gonna have to go under here again. I think it should be clear since I've already been through here and dealt with the pseudo-giant that normally spawns down there, but there might be another for all I know. So we'll go see. Pistol's a bit more appropriate for this environment. See, this is open. Maybe, I think that might be the door that you normally punch in the code for. And if that's the case, then I'm not going to be able to get into the armory upstairs. The door that I needed to go through to get up there, last time I was in here, was blocked off. Actually, no, there wasn't a pseudo-giant in here. I think it was a bureau or something. Can't remember. In the original game, I think it's a pseudo-giant. Hello? Door locked. Yeah, there you go. Can't open it. And that's the only way for me to get up into the armory, so... I don't know, I must be missing a trick here. Disappointing. Now I've got to go back the way I came. I think this door's blocked, yep. I'll have to figure out another way in there, if you can even get in there in Call of Chernobyl, I'm not sure. Head up top. I hear some mutants. either pseudo dogs or Tushkanos. They both make basically the same kind of noise. See, I want to get in there. But I can't. Oh, look at all those rifles. Actually, oh no, there is an RPG in there. It looks a bit more barren in there than I remember it being, but yeah. So normally, to get in there, you have to go through that door down bottom, then come up a ladder in that room, I think. A ladder or a staircase or something. That's the only way to get in there. Because you've got to use a code to unlock the sort of front door that I came in through downstairs. If I can just get a step up on here, see if we can actually see the way in. Oh, which I can't. Maybe it's not even there. Maybe it's sealed off in Call of Chernobyl, but normally that's how you get in, I think. It's been a long time. Because all the windows are barred off, so there's no way in there. A bit of a look around here before I go. Still haven't been into there. That's controlled by bandits at the moment. I'll deal with them some other time. And then the bridge that you find Strider and his group under is right there. I'll go check that out. Don't expect there to be anything there, but I'll have a look. Hey Finn, thanks for the host,
Hello,
dude.
Rabbit Leader. I thought you might come in from the sun.
I would have said hi when I dropped a host on you earlier, but I basically just ended the stream and passed out, so... Either way, thanks, man. Yeah, there's nothing down here. No, we're going back up to the AA complex. That is a blowout or a size storm. It doesn't matter which. Either of them will kill me if I'm outside, so we're going to run back down here. Don't really have enough time to get back to the lab. So I'm just gonna have to shelter in place, basically. It's a blowout. See, I'm not the only one looking for shelter here. They're going for the gatehouse. So I'll head out here, up to the, not up to the lab, up to station. Get that mission sorted out, and then I'll head back into that tunnel. Didn't find any documents in the actual Jupiter plant itself. I've been in every building. So checked the admin block, checked in this block, checked in here, those are the accessible buildings, and this one, which is the main factory, checked that, nothing. I even checked this one, there's nothing in there either. Sheltered shit. Oh, okay. So apparently the hardened underground bunker is not safe from a blowout. Who knew? Since I'm stuck down here, I'm just gonna have to blow one of these to survive this. The detection on safe shelter is really weird. Some areas that are totally exposed and don't feel like they'd be safe at all are considered safe zones. Some areas that that are, you know, bomb-proof like this and you think would be totally safe are not safe zones. And there's no rhyme or reason to it whatsoever. So that's certainly something that they could stand to improve. Well, I say that, but this mod, as far as I'm aware, isn't under development anymore, but it's something for modders in general to work on. Head over to the station now, and then on to the underground. What I might actually do is I might swap out the Heart of the Oasis for something with energy regen. Just so I can move a little quicker. Mind you, I think they've changed the stamina mechanics from what I used to be used to in in Shadow of Chernobyl, sorry, where I could sprint for ages and it just wouldn't even run my stamina down. I think now it still runs your stamina down at the same rate, no matter what suit upgrades and artifacts you're running. The only difference is that you regenerate the stamina faster. Actually, if I had more regeneration artifacts, I could probably just regen it faster than I could use it. That might be what I'm remembering from Shadow of Chernobyl, but I don't know. It's been so long. It's been like 10 or 15 years. I can't even remember.
Сдап. Ну, что без засечек?
Off we go, back to the underground. Any zombies there today? Can't see any, but they usually are. Let's see if there's something in here. Sure wish I had that Svarog. I think the sound here is bugged out. It shouldn't be doing that. Oh fuck. Okay. Well, we walked right into one. There was such a ring of anomalies around where I was trying to get out. I hit one, I turned left to try and go between it and the next one, and I just kept hitting them until I walked straight in. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. Took a while.
Отказ систем. Смотри экран.
Thanks for the follow, Tawny Owl. A little while ago, I saw some fucked up noises in Jupiter. I'm interested as to how he saw some fucked up noises, but good to know. It's probably some kind of unpleasant mutant up there. Technically, I could bypass it, but I want to go see what it is. Hello. Just heading to the Pripyat Underground because for some reason the game thinks I haven't been through that already, so I need to get that done so then I can go speak to Doctor, I think it is I need to speak to in the swamp. And go up and check out the Monolith War Lab. Ah, there's the source of the fucked up noises. Side dog. Fucking M60? Holy shit. I'm tempted. It's probably worth a lot. What kind of condition's it in? Not bad. Okay, we're gonna sell it. We got a bandit and a merc by the looks of it. Yep. Oh, that's valuable too. Might have to make a diversion back to the train station because I don't want to be lugging all this extra weight around, but at the same time, that's worth a pretty penny. But it's all the way back there. Yeah, I think I'll do it. I need some food anyway. Pretty good chance there's some monolith over there. It's probably where all that shooting's coming from. But not me what killed them. I think it was that side dog, probably. It might have been that those two were shooting at each other and the dog just came in and finished them both off. There's military somewhere around here. That might be military engaging monolith then. Oh, hello, what's that? That's the army there. Let's see. They're a fair distance out, but if you stand still long enough, he's bending over. We'll get this one. Got him. Can't see where the other one went. There's another. He's wounded. Bit low. He's dead. Holy shit, that's a big patrol. Alright, I think I'll just get out of here. I could have just left them alone, but never say no to some target practice. I need to stock up on food while I'm here. Because apparently my dude has developed a metabolism like me and needs to eat constantly to survive. I don't know if it's maybe... like, I thought it might have been one of the artifacts I was carrying, but I don't think it is. Don't know why he's suddenly so hungry all the time. Hey, Marius. I need to fetch myself a cup of tea in order while I'm starting to get tired again. I only woke up a couple hours ago. Imagine keeping like a normal sleep schedule. Who does that?
Aloha!
Alright. I kind of want an M60 for myself, but I also... I mean, I might repair that one. How much is it worth? Oh, it's worth a shitload. We'll sell it. I can always grab another one later. It's not like they're that rare. Finding one in good condition is rare, but the actual guns themselves are pretty common. I come across them all the time. Some more grenades is never a bad thing. Some more ammo. And I think that should about do me. There we go.
Ты заглядывай, тут весело бывает.
Just have something to eat before we go.
Здоров!
Pick up the pace a little as well, since I keep getting distracted. What mods do you use? At the moment, I'm running Call of Chernobyl 1.5 release client 6. So I'm not actually playing Call of Pripyat, I'm playing Call of Chernobyl, which is standalone. But it runs off Call of Pripyat. And then on top of that, I'm also using Arsenal Overhaul 3. It's like a beta patch which makes it compatible with 1.5 for Call of Chernobyl. Once I get round to it, I'm going to unpack all the files and start making my own little tweaks to make it a little more comfortable. Hello, that's got to be an artifact. Oh, it's not an artifact, it's a rifle. Debated again. Did the AXR tools help? I haven't used them yet. I haven't got around to it. Is that military patrol again, or are those... That's a zombie, I think. Pick up the rifle, it's just a fucking AKS-74U. I've got better rifles than that. There's an artifact in there, but I don't have very good thermal protection. I mean, I've got thermal protection artifacts, but I don't want to fuck up my suit by going in there. I probably also should wait until I have the Svarog before I do it, so I can get through it quickly without having to stand around throwing bolts like an idiot. Oh, Marius, you missed it. I found a fucking Svarog. I was going to buy it off Herman for 63,000 rubles, and then I walked outside and immediately got killed by dogs. So when I loaded the quick save, suddenly he wasn't selling it anymore. I nearly bought a second Veles because I thought that that was what it was, because, you know, since they both look the same. So now I'm either going to have to just luck out and find one, or I'm going to have to go talk to Nimble and hope that he will offer one at a really big discount. Zombie. Oh, that is not a zombie. Thankfully, he also is unaware and my game crashed. Interesting. No, it was Monolith, but I'm gonna have to restart the game now. I didn't hear clearly what he said. It was like something for all for the glory of the monolith or whatever. I need to tweak the SVU as well, so that either it comes with its proper compensator on it, or any suppressor attached to it is not considered to be a suppressor, because this thing is loud as fuck in real life. Like, this isn't... On the real SVU, this is not a suppressor, this is a compensator to reduce recoil and muzzle flash, and make it slightly less ear-bleedingly loud. So it's basically an SVD with 10 centimeters, 100 millimeters locked off the barrel at the end. And as you might know if you've ever seen or fired one of the Mosin-Nagant carbines, like the M44, taking 10 centimeters off the barrel of a 7.62x54 rifle results in a basically a man-portable flashbang. Hopefully this time we won't crash. I don't know why I did, but... So there's those soldiers and zombies. That's a monolith there, I think. Monolith in that body. Looks like grey and brown. I haven't been having much luck with my games lately. Stalker's been crashing quite a lot. DCS is unplayable thanks to the fucked up patch that ED pushed. And now my Fallout 4's main save seems to be broken as well. I don't know if it's just because it got to the point where there was too much shit in the game for it to handle. Because I may have been playing it like it was SimCity 2289. Yeah, I may have broken the game. That definitely looks like a monolith corpse. We'll go up here so I can actually see a little over the bushes. I also need to see if I can figure out a way to change this thing from a 3D scope to a 2D, because it really should be 2D for the PSO, especially because of the eye cup. All the weapons that should have 3D scopes, because they're low magnification optics without eye cups, have fucking 2D overlays, and all the ones with eye cups or high mag scopes have 3D scopes, which look kind of fucked up. It's very backwards. Okay, I think we're good. I think our monolith friend is no longer here. Probably most of these bodies have been looted. That's the one I shot on the hillside. There should be at least one more that I shot over here. I think it's this guy by the end of the bush. That doesn't sound good. That sounds distinctly ungood. Sounds like either a pseudo-giant or a chimera. Yeah, okay, I thought I saw a monolith. And then that soldier is right here. So damn tired. Right, so I'm going in there, but just before I do, see if I can figure out what that was. Oh. Oh yeah, it's a pseudo-giant. Oi! Fatty! Okay, you know what, let's get out the fucking giant fixer. It's already loaded with slugs too. Oi! Where do you think you're going? He doesn't want to play with me. Yeah, come get it. Okay, he can stand up to a lot more than I thought he could. There we go. When not even the KS-23 has the raw power to kill him in one shot. That probably needs fixing. Hello, what are you? Monolith. Whoa. Oh, double tapped. Go check them quickly before any more show up. AN-94. Tempting. What kind of condition is it in? Pretty good, but now I'm overweight. I might just, I'll carry it for now. I might sell it to a stalker or I'll ditch it somewhere. I mean, it's not hugely valuable, but it would be nice to sell it. I already have one of my own, so I don't need a second. Actually, I wonder if it's loaded. Let's do some science. No, it's only got one round. I was gonna see if the automatic fire mode works properly in this. The 2-round burst does, but I don't know if that's at the expense of the automatic. I actually need to slightly buff this thing when I figure out how to give it its own ammo. So this objective's through here. I've been through here though. 2 uses I remember reading about the KS-23. Prison riots to clear cell blocks with a variety of munitions and slugs for knocking out engine blocks. Yeah, pretty much. I think they have rubber bullets for them as well. It's basically very much a sort of riot control police weapon. Now, here's the thing. Now that I'm in here, that objective is gone. What? That was a controller. That was a bunch of dogs just killing a controller. But yeah, it tells me to come down here and the objective is there, so I think this is glitched. I think. I might have to just check up online later and see if it's something with Call of Chernobyl or if it's just me getting unlucky. But I've already come down here once. I have not found any documents or anything. Wait, that's not a fucking control. What the fuck? I've never seen one of those before. It's one of the little... Karlik. The fuck is a Karlik? It's one of the little dudes. It's like a baby controller or some shit. Gremlin, yeah. Where's the text for the mission? Right here. Investigate Jupiter Underground and search for hard evidence of conspiracy. But, I mean, I've already done every other underground area. I've been to the sarcophagus, I found the Monolith Control Center, I found the Wish Granter, I found, like, everything. So maybe I just should go back to the swamps and talk to Dr. Now. Maybe that'll work, I don't know. But we'll go through here and do some exploring anyway, because why not? Why not? Have you watched Chernobyl? No, I don't have HBO. I do want to watch it. I've seen, like, I've watched a bunch of scenes from it. It looks really, really good, but I haven't watched a whole episode. World's luckiest dog survives one direct hit by the KS-23. That's right, this is that anomaly field. Can I go around it on this side? I don't think I can. Maybe I can. Yep. Oh, but then not that way. Yeah. No, I gotta go through down here. Have to go on the pipe. Yep, this is safe. Oh no, 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 no. I didn't see the bolt get sucked up. It's a very good podcast about it. You should give it a look. Yeah, I'll have to do that. But this, like, out of all the scenes I watched, and I watched quite a few of them, it looks really well done, and it looks like they cast it very well too. Where is he? Down there, I guess. Oh wow, the dog was dragging his body! Oh, cool! It was gonna drag him up here and eat him. I don't think I've ever actually caught them in the act of dragging a corpse before. Alright, well, we'll press on, and this time try not to get sucked into an anomaly. Let's have a look at Carlic ear. Pointy ear from a Carlic, about the only scientifically interesting body part, as the majority of the brain and its cells are destroyed by release of chemicals upon death. Very valuable due to the luck and skill required to obtain them. Yeah, that's the first time I think I've ever seen one, so I could understand why. I'd seen hallucinations of them beforehand, but I'd never actually come across one. What is that dog made of? Jeez. Well, I mean, to be fair, Marius, I know exactly, like, what happens. I'm quite familiar with the sequence of events. Sounds like there's another one back there. Okay. So go this way, and then I think I need to go to the next pipe. Here, and then here. Yeah, and then up on here. Okay, not on there. Through here. Not there. There's a lot of side dogs in here today. It's like the worst overkill ever. Fucking 23mm shotgun to deal with overgrown rats. Or hamsters or whatever the fuck they are. Oh, more side dogs. I think we've got the real dog. Oh, no. Maybe I don't got the real dog. Maybe that's it. God, there's so many. The real dog is back here somewhere. In this hallway. Whoa, fuck! Okay, well, found it. Go away! Really? Jesus. What's that? Oh, I guess it's just the top of the railing. Yeah. Fuck, they're ferocious today. Last time I came down here, I barely came across anything, and now suddenly there's fucking dogs everywhere. Oh, speak of the devil. Bad dog. Bad fucking dog. I never got into Game of Thrones. Like, I've literally never seen a single episode of it. I've seen one scene of it, which is the Chaos is a Ladder one, because it was a meme. That's the only experience I have of Game of Thrones. Like, I was just never interested in watching it, to be dead honest. I'm not really into sort of fantasy settings to begin with, so it didn't appeal to me at all. Which just made it all the funny that everyone's complaining about the last episode, because then I can just sit there laughing at them like, can't be angry about it if you were never invested in the series. Snorky. Several Snorky. God damn it. Missed. Oh. Everything is killing me today. Really? Am I seriously all the way back here? I'm sure I saved. Alright, well, at least now I know where everything is. Gotta go between these, then left, then right, then left again. There we go. And for some reason this has decided to load itself with... Whoop, this has decided to load itself with slugs, which is probably why I can't hit anything. You know what? I really don't feel like dealing with dogs at the moment, so I'm just gonna... Yeet! Oh, that didn't go so well. What did it bounce off? Okay, the real dog is back there. I have a bunch of grenades, thankfully. Yeet! Probably didn't go far enough. Whatever. Yeah, it's way down the back. There's one real dog. Got two Tushkanos with one shot there. Real dog ran in behind there. That was a bad time to run out of ammo. I think I got it though. Really? Can't hit the broadside of the barn today. Jesus. Okay, so I know there's snorks in here. Right there. So we have 2 grenades, so let's use one. That got rid of one. That's 2. Third one ducked left. So we'll go around. There's humans in here, which probably means monolith, or zombies, or both. I also just remembered I have a Seeber suit, which means I have night vision, so I don't need the fucking headlamp on. Well, actually, yes I do, because night vision in this game is trash. And basically useless. In fact, less than useless. It just occurred to me you understand most of the minutiae. Episode 1 starts with the suicide of Valery Legasov and plays on dramatic tension of you knowing what happens from base. Yeah, so it sounds like they've structured it a lot like the BBC documentary. So there was a BBC documentary which is about an hour long, made in the early 2000s, I think it was. I've seen it a couple times. And it does the same thing. It brackets the story with Valery Legasov's suicide. And then goes into the details from there. But it's, you know, it's a documentary, so it's not quite as dramatic. Well, it's like a docudrama, but not on the same level. Oh my god, no. That's a bloodsucker. I'm glad I didn't just run in there. Oh, that's a couple of bloodsuckers. So where is this alleged human in here? God, it's like the game knew I'd be coming back here and decided to give me a false sense of security the first time around, so it could scare me shitless the second. I don't know where that bloodsucker went, other than somewhere near where I need to go. Oh, there he is. Gotcha. 3 people now. Right there. Zombie? Yeah, it's a zombie. If anything, coal miners are put on a pedestal and the greatest heroes, much like in the Soviet Union. The Soviets revered their coal miners. The guy they cast as the shift supervisor of the coal miners, that was a really good casting choice. I watched a couple scenes involving him, he's fucking excellent. And yeah, Legasov got put on a pedestal in the BBC documentary as well, to be honest. From what I've seen, the HBO miniseries is much more charitable towards Shebina than the BBC series was. they painted him more as like a total fucking uninterested apparatchik. But if you look at like what he went on to do after Chernobyl, I mean, he died in 1990, but he was very much involved in the earthquake relief efforts in Armenia in, was that 1988, I think it was. It was a terrible earthquake. And in that case, it wasn't so much mitigating damage and organizing a cleanup effort, it was pulling bodies out of ruins. That was such a bad disaster that the Soviets requested American help to clean it up. He also predicted that Boris Yeltsin would run the country into the ground, and he was very much correct, if only people had listened to him. Okay, I see a headlamp over there, I think. Oh no, it's just a little... Where are these other guys, then? There we go. One less. I was worried they might be monoliths, but they're just zombies. Not that big of a deal. They're swamp bloodsuckers, or that one is. This one's not. This is just a normal one. This last zombie's probably over here somewhere. Okay, that's interesting. He just lost sight of me. So he might be back the way I came. Oh! Right there. Let's see the light. So he's standing back there, over by the other guy's body. I think he's actually coming that way. There he is. Most surprising thing in the podcast to me is how the lead in the control room who was in Dyatlov. Yeah, he was involved in a refueling accident when he was working at fucking Komsomolsk, I think it was, over in the Far East. He was he was part of a crew refueling a submarine or some other shit, working on the submarines of the Pacific Fleet, and there was an accident, and he got dosed pretty fucking good. So it makes you wonder why he would behave the way he did. Both his flippant attitude towards safety in the first place for allowing the test to continue, and then, you know, rushing it. And then as well, the attitude after the accident, you would think he'd be pretty fucking quick to realize what was going on, but I guess it was just... Probably he didn't want to accept the fucking sheer magnitude of what had just happened, and the fact that he was, in at least some way, responsible for it. I mean, he didn't know about the MK's design faults, so he probably thought he was entirely responsible for it. So I can understand, I guess, why he might want to deny it. Oh, нет, пожалуйста. That was another bloodsucker. And some dogs. I think it's in the next room. It's in here somewhere. Oops. Oh no. I was doing so well not having to use my fucking bolts, and then I got right to the end. Ugh, God damn it. That is not a good noise. That is a bloodsucker. That's 2 bloodsuckers! At least, possibly 3. Yeah, no, we're just throwing a fucking grenade up those stairs. Fuck that. You just lost your toes? I lost a lot more than my fucking toes. Oh shit, they just triggered on me. How did I miss? How did I miss? Okay, that's one less. Shit, 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 shit. Okay. I'm fine. It's fine. I hate bloodsuckers. These should just be zombies in here, and possibly dogs and Tuscanos and shit. In other words, things that are not difficult to deal with, or scary. There might be a snork or 2 as well. Yeah, quick save indeed. Find it interesting. Here's a question, because I saw the scene where they went in, but I don't know if the show dealt with it after. Does the show explicitly note that Ananenko, Baranov, and Bespalov all survived? Because that's like a common thing in the West. Everyone assumes they died of like horrific radiation sickness after they went into the bubbler pool. But no, Baranov is the only one who died. Bespalov's still alive, and Ananenko still works in the industry. Fuck right off! Oh my god. Last time I came down here, there was like 3 snorks and a zombie, and now there's just everything. I'm surprised I haven't run into a fucking chimera yet. Alright, you know what? I'm probably going to want to use this thing later if I come across more bloodsuckers, but fuck you guys, and that was a really bad throw. I mean, it was a great throw if there was something in there I wanted to kill, but there's not. Waste of a fucking grenade. There we go, so the real dog is in that room. In fact, that's it right there. Yeah, the scuba dudes. All 3 of them survived survived going under the reactor. Probably because most of the fucking shit got thrown upwards in the explosion rather than downwards. And water is a really good radiation shield. Even if the water itself is contaminated, it's probably still better than being in open air anywhere else. No mention after the end of the scenes? Okay, yeah. Because a lot of people are still convinced that they died, and it's even become one of those weird conspiracy theories that Westerners have about the Soviets, that they replaced them with new men who assume their identities. It's like the fucking lost cosmonaut meme. It's totally fictitious, but people believe it anyway, because, you know, why not? But yeah, Ananenko still works in the nuclear power industry, or still worked in it. He might be retired now, but he was very much against the whole mythologizing, particularly in the West, of those three. I guess probably because he was one of the ones that survived. He'd rather people remember the liquidators that didn't, and the guys in the factory. Or, not the factory, in the power plant. Scene's very harrowing, but the way the show's being done, they have just the main guy saying, wow, they're totally fucked, which is true. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, like, a lot of their expectations of what would happen were very, very, very negative, and people just assume that to be 100% true. Like, yeah, it was a serious thing, and very bad things would have happened if, you know, there'd been a second explosion or whatever, but people don't kind of stop and think, well, we might know better now, that might not be the case. It's kind of like the whole nuclear winter thing. Like, the idea of nuclear winter has been very largely discredited by now, because we found out that modern cities don't really burn all that well. So it's not like World War II, where, you know, you can burn an entire city to the ground and it creates a massive firestorm and there's enough ash and shit in the air to blot out the sun in the area for the next week or so. It's, you know, like, modern buildings are built out of things that don't burn so readily, like concrete and steel. If any of the windows upstairs have an open view out onto the street, I don't think they do. Because I'm pretty sure there's some bad dudes outside. There's a bandit here asking about the going rate for a jellyfish. I might go liberate that thing from him. Oh, see, these windows are open. Actually, that's not bad. He doesn't know, chat. Don't tell him. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? There we go. Oh my god, that was embarrassing. Okay, I think it was just those two. Alright. Yeah, we're good. We're not good, there's another guy around somewhere. Probably a bit further up the street, might be from their group, might not be. There's the guy with the jellyfish, thank you very much for your generous contribution. Let's see if his mate had anything. Hello? Not really, just a bandage. Biorobot scene was the most intense. The one on the roof of Unit 3? Yeah, I saw that one. They did that so well. It felt a lot longer than 90 seconds. It felt like about 3 or 4 minutes. I had to go back and actually check it was only 90 seconds. And when you get that feeling of stress where it draws out time, you know that they've made a very well done scene there. And yeah, exactly, you are done. In more ways than one. The thing I kind of hope is, and this is what I hope with a lot of movies and stuff, because even a very well done movie made by someone who's obsessive about the subject, even those will distort things, because, you know, for the sake of the narrative, you can't have 500 different characters, of whom only 5 actually do anything significant. So they tend to bunch up characters into one fictional character, for instance. Like they did with the physicist from the Belarusian Soviet Socialist Republic. There we go, I got there in the end. In the series. But, I always kind of hope with things like that it gets people to go and read it and research for themselves if they find it interesting. So that, you know, the series is good to have, but it's there to, like, spark interest. It's not there to be your sole source of information. There's still another. Oh, shit. How did I miss? Oh my god, I'm so bad. There we go. I thought I wouldn't need to aim. Turns out I was wrong. People I was watching these episodes with were wondering what the wind-up flashlights were. Dynamos they had to use when the environmental radiation just sat in batteries. So my mum, when she was in her 20s, travelled through East Germany and I think Poland as well in the Soviet Union. She's actually given me a bunch of photos, which aren't on my desk, they're just sitting next to my desk, from her trip. She went in 77, I think it was. But somewhere she went, because she had a close friend of hers who ended up being my aunt. She married my mum's brother. She died from thyroid cancer. My aunt, that is, about 10 years ago. And my mum's had a lot of trouble with her thyroid since, so we kind of suspect that somewhere that they visited there may have been a slight whoopsie which the Soviet government didn't bother telling anyone about, because it was a bit too much of a coincidence that both of them had thyroid problems from a trip, or, you know, when they both gone on a trip together to the Soviet Union in the 70s. But that also, like, Mum, the way she described it, it's always made me really sad that I never had a chance to go see it for myself. And all I'm left with is, on one side, people with nostalgia glasses, and on the other side, people that think it was the most evil, wrong, bad thing to ever exist. But see, 77... Oh, she went up to Leningrad, and that was, when was the accident there? That was 75 or 76, I think. The Leningrad reactor had, I think it was reactor 1. They had a power excursion, and it released some radiation into the environment. I'm not sure if that would have been what caused it, though. It could have been anything else, like, or it could just be some weird coincidence, but... Big leak in the 70s of plutonium enrichment plant. Yeah, it could have been that as well. I mean, there was what? There was Mayak in the 50s, so the mid-late 50s, I think that was. Now they got a concrete lake to remind them of that. Then there was an accident at Ignalina. There was an accident at Leningrad, both of which were RBMK sites, and both of which are how Legasov knew about the issue with the graphite on the control rod tips, because that's what had caused the incident in both of them, I think. I can't remember when the Ignalina accident was. I think it was like late 70s or early 80s. I think it was Leningrad first, then Ignalina, then Chernobyl. Where's the ladder? How did I get up here? Here it is. Jesus. Okay. Let's see. What should I do now? Goes to the underground. So, what I might do what I might do is I might go down through the Scorcher, Army Warehouses, Bar, go deliver these tools to old mate down there, and then just keep going down to the swamp because I need to find Doctor and talk to him. I got a couple things to knock over in Corden as well. Kished him, late 50s, yeah, that, I think that's the one that caused them to concrete over Lake Mayak. Because it was just so full of shit, they just said fuck it and filled the whole thing with concrete. I don't know exactly where Mum went. I know she went to Moscow because there's photos in there of when they were building the Olympic site. And she's got photos in there from Leningrad, and I think there's photos from East Germany as well. But most of the others, it's hard to identify where they are. Last hook left through here, I think. Oh! Actually, do I have a spare grenade? No, I don't. I used all my fucking frag grenades again. I need to find a frag grenade so I can see if I can go in and blow up that fucking monolith antenna in the kindergarten. I think the only way I'm going to get one here is if I find someone that's carrying one and kill them. So we'll go poke around here. We'll go to the good old Jubilee Service Center, which may or may not have zombies and monolith in it, considering I already cleared them out to go to X8. So I've got to sell that rifle to someone as well. But I don't know if there's any friendlies in the area at the moment. Okay, well we know that there's an artifact on the roof. Or upstairs, or wherever it is. I can't remember where the... I think it's on the roof in that building, is where the anomaly is. Let us investigate. And let us absolutely not go anywhere near that fucking elevator. Fuck X8. I hate it. Ugh. X8 is my least favourite underground area in this game. It just gives me the shits. Not least because every time I've been in there, I've got mobbed by at least one or two controllers at, like, the most inconvenient time possible. Okay, that's the collapsed staircase. This also is a collapsed staircase. I need to go around the front of the building. There can be artifacts in the lower floors. Check corner rooms with your detector. I might check them on the way back out. It's probably on the roof, I'm gonna guess. Also destroy... Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, we'll go to this room. Or this staircase. Fucking PKM and shit still there from last time I was in here. Thyroid issues are kind of common now in Europe, partly due to improvements in diagnosis procedures and partly for the two Russian leakages, yeah. Mum had a whole bunch of other issues around the same time though. Like my older sister had been on a trip to Peru and had visited Machu Picchu, and she brought home some fucked up high altitude sickness that you can only get from that specific area in Peru. And Mum nearly died. Like, no, my sister was fine. She didn't even realize she was sick. But it nearly killed my mother. And it wasn't until while she was in hospital, she was bloody near in a coma, and she just happened to mention that, you know, my sister had been on a trip, and when the doctor said where to, She got lucky. There was like some specialist in. It was like the only guy in the country who knew about all these weird and wonderful diseases, and it just so happened he was in the hospital giving a lecture to the staff or something on that day, and that is why I still have a mother. Dr. House shit, yeah, it was. It really was. Okay, here we go. God, I wish I had that Svarog. I love when they spawn just inside a fucking anomaly. Come to me, my beautiful. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Finally. What did they give her? I don't know how they ended up getting rid of it, but yeah, she's alright now. She's had a bunch of other shit since. She managed to get Ross River fever, somehow. I think she must have been visiting me up in Newcastle, because, like, Newcastle University's built on a giant fucking swamp, so there's billions of mosquitoes, and it's not uncommon for them to be carrying Ross River fever, but usually it's, you know, the area's mostly uni students. They've got pretty robust immune systems. Well, not in Mum's case. She ended up getting that, and now she can't do anything that requires strength in her hands. But yeah, that whole saga was very interesting. And then while we were visiting my mum in hospital, my grandmother got lost, wouldn't listen to my directions because I knew my way around the hospital, and went down the world's most janky staircase and fell and broke her ankle, and very nearly died from that because she had a blood clot that went to her lungs. She's still alive. I just called it the other day. She'll be 93 this year. But yeah, she wasn't expected to survive that, and somehow she did. So that was a very eventful year. Very eventful year. In fact, you know, very eventful month, basically, because it all happened around the same time. You're aware of Electros having a cooldown after discharge? Yeah, I am. I'm also aware of the fact that I have a very bad sense of timing. Also, I don't know if you could see it because it wasn't a very big movement, but every time I threw a bolt to try and set the fucking anomaly off so I could see where it was, I'd accidentally bounce the bolt into the fucking artifact and just push it further in. Let's not jump down there. Oh, it's getting foggy outside. Oh shit, it's also getting dark. It's about time I yeeted on out of here, I think. We'll deal with that antenna in the kindergarten some other time. Why did I click my rifle? This game has a mind of its own. Sometimes it'll change the loaded ammo type with no input from me. Sometimes it'll also just unequip my weapon for whatever reason. A Night Star? Fucking Night Star, excuse me, what? I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Where the fuck do you get that from? Vine or... Let's go to Volcano. I gotta head that way anyway. Never seen... I might have seen one, but I don't remember what it looks like. Like, there's a lot of artifacts that I haven't come across very often, so I tend to forget they exist. Okay, so I don't think he's here. Or if he is, he fucking died in the effort of getting the thing. That would be a pretty bad meme. Is this him? Oh my god, I think it is. No, he's just got droplets. Where's this other guy? Not a thermal artifact. Okay, so chemical, he'll be over at the Vine. I might head there anyway so I can go sleep in the apartment. So that should be up this street and then right. God, I really want... I know this is like saying I really want world peace, but I really want a Stalker MMO where the map is literally just a one-for-one of the exclusion zone, or at least the, you know, the central part of it around the power plant. And maybe a little bit into Belarus. And yeah, that's what I want. Just a one-to-one recreation. None of this moving stuff around for gameplay reasons, just literally one-for-one recreation. With artifact, or with anomalies and stuff scattered through it. And then the odd underground lab. Can monsters spawn on you if you sleep in one of those house blocks? I don't think they can spawn on you. Well, okay. The one I'm going to, I don't think they can spawn on you. Some of the other ones, probably. Certainly they can spawn inconveniently close outside. I also have the exclusion set up so that nothing should be able to spawn within about 50 meters of me, but that doesn't seem to work consistently. And it also doesn't affect level transitions. So if I'm standing next to a level transition and someone comes through the other side, I can just get shot in the face by somebody as they come through without time to react. So it can be a bit awkward around those. I tend to just save before I go near them. There's someone around here. It might be that guy. Well, it's probably someone in the school. Or they might be in the KBO. Now, since this guy's a loner, I'm not gonna fucking rob him for his artifact, but I might see if he'll trade something for it if it's any good. If it was a bandit or something, or if it was like a merc or whatever, was that just a normal zone fart, or was that a there's about to be a blowout zone fart? I don't know. Oh. When you throw the bolt, but you're standing in the anomaly. I don't know where that guy's gone. I think he's moved on towards the KBO or the school. We'll just go in here and sleep. It is not a good idea to be outside at night in Pripyat. Especially not here, because there's a lot of monolith around this area. Sentient game, it really does seem like it at times. It's terrifying. Actually, to be fair, there's a lot of sentient games. Stalker is one of them. Armor can be one of them. The Armor AI can be outstandingly intelligent in open country. They will behave like actual soldiers and advance on you with actual, like, legitimate strategy. The Sims is also terrifying. I have witnessed Sims modeled after both real people and, like, actual characters from different stories who behaved exactly like you would expect them to the point where it was slightly unnerving. They did seem self-aware at times. Was that building always open? I don't know if it's always been open, but it's open in 1.5. Obviously in Call of Pripyat it wasn't. You had to climb the vine to get up here. And instead of the stash that you get in Call of Pripyat, you actually get a livable apartment in here with a bunch of good shit. No PKM, but you get a bunch of other good shit. So I'm just gonna close the door. Sadly, you can't play the piano. But you got vodka, you got medical shit. There's 2 stashes in here. one here next to the bed, which I've emptied, and there's another one here. And then a college's suit, which you can't do anything with. Stalker MMO where you have a one-to-one recreation, like you said, but also you start the game outside the zone in a regular city outside the exclusion zone and have to sneak in or buy your way in. I would love to see that, actually. That would be pretty interesting. The tutorial level of the game is trying to get into the fucking zone in the first place. You've even got a bathroom. Although the bathroom is like outside your apartment. And then this is just trashed. This is where the PKM stash originally was in here. And there's something in this room glitching out. You can hear it, but I don't know what it is. It might actually be upstairs, I'll go check, but yeah. So, you've got the vine anomaly down there. Let's go up on the roof. Got a good view of the statue of Prometheus down there. Also, Prometheus being, like, such a big symbol around the city is a pretty good meme, since, like, from what I recall, Prometheus in Greek mythology was the dude who was symbolizing, like, human thirst for knowledge and potentially overreach in that thirst for knowledge. So we've got a nice little balcony here with a good view of the school and the other apartment block and the KBO. I'm pretty sure I just saw a flashlight, so yeah, I'd say those guys are in the KBO. Oh no, it's just the anomaly sparking. Once I started in the room at the Vine Anomaly, nice. I think I did too, actually. I think on a previous playthrough of Call of Chernobyl, I did start in Pripyat. I usually just play as a loner, because I like being neutral to most of the factions, and I like hanging out with the other loners. Which is a sentence very appropriate for Twitch. Ha ha ha. But yeah, we can get up on the roof and try and figure out what is glitching out. I can't see anything. There must be something stuck through the floor or through the roof or whatever. If it wasn't quite so foggy, I'd be doing some trick shot slam dunks on the monolith over at the cafe. Prometheus stole fire from the gods and gave it to humanity. For this, they chained him to a boulder where the carrion bird picks at his liver for eternity. I mean, if it was picking at his thyroid for eternity, that'd be really appropriate. So that's the theatre down there. And the cafe is just through the fog. There might be monolith there. That's where they usually hang out in Pripyat. My binoculars see something. Friendlies. Interesting. And then, if it wasn't so foggy, you'd just be able to see the edge of the hospital as well. Oh, there's your TV antenna. I guess you're gonna get shit service here. The daytime ambience track for Pripyat in this game is just beautiful. I love this. The nighttime one gives me the fucking heebie-jeebies, but the daytime one is beautiful. This is definitely an add-on by the Call of Chernobyl team. Level designer Wonk, I forgot his name, definitely did this. Yeah, this is not here in the original game. Like, I can't remember if you can access the other rooms on that floor in the original game, but you definitely can't get to the staircase. You have to climb the vine to get in there. And I don't know if you can get on the roof. I think you can. I think. Can't remember. It's been a long time since I played Call of Pripyat. So we didn't get to find old mate and trade him for his artifact, which is a bit of a shame. Let's see, where am I gonna go? Unfortunately, the fence line starts here and cuts down. I really wish they just transplanted the center of town to where it should be so I could cut across and then down. I really wish. Oh well. Maybe one day someone will do it. Okay, I need to actually figure out where I'm gonna go. Maybe if I cut down... Yeah, I'll cut down Friendship of People's Avenue and then hook left past the kindergarten, I guess, to try and get down to the level transition. The Soviets really loved recycling street names. Really loved it. I mean, it's all well and good. They chose some very nice things to name their streets after. And some, you know, things that would probably only be very nice if you were a communist, but they used the same names over and over in every city. And some cities probably had several of the same street. Friendship of Peoples was a favorite. Komsomol, there must be a Komsomol street in every single fucking city that the Soviets built. What else was there? Kurchatov, there's several, mostly in nuclear cities. I think those are friendly? Yeah, they're mercs. Maybe I can flog that rifle to one of them. Hello, friends! Can I interest any of you in a ridiculous rifle that has a pulley inside of it? No tutorial, you can go back to your home city, town, village, trade your loot, and stay getting reamed by in zone traders. Yeah. Yeah, although by doing so you risk getting fingered by the security services. It could be like a risk-reward kind of thing. Hey! Fucking zombies. Have you guys tried aiming? Just a suggestion? He has an RPK, he probably doesn't need a better gun. What do you got? Oh my god, an L85. You definitely need to take... You definitely need to talk to me. Come here. I'll fix that. Oh my god, no I won't. He's broke. Sorry, my dude. I guess you're all out of luck. Why are you guys such bad shots? Like, how? How are you mercenaries? You can't hit a fucking zombie less than 100 meters away, standing still. It even took you Wow, it took 2 of them to execute him. When you're so bad at shooting, you can't even hit somebody you're literally standing over. Oh, there was 2 of them. Okay, I guess it's excusable then. They're probably not going to buy my gun. I could go back through the underground, I guess, but... Yeah... Do I want to? Nah. No, I'll go through the town centre and then go south from there through the Brain Scorcher, I think. The fuck is that? Is there something under here? Slightly concerned. What the fuck? That is a very strong boar. When I played Merc in Call of Chernobyl, I roleplayed being a pretty competent operator, but like 75% of the rest of the Mercs were what you call in my way, or expendable trash tier losers. They're all mall cops with delusions of grandeur. Fucking shopping centre they work in was getting demolished, so they've decided they're gonna come into the zone and make their riches as a Merc. Or airsofters, maybe. Maybe they were all airsofters. They were shooting over everyone's heads because they're not used to firing real live ammo that doesn't drop off as fast. Am I going the right direction? Probably not. No, I've gone past where I need to go again. Oh, let's go see if there's any friendly controllers in the fucking restaurant or grocery store or whatever it is over here. Sakharov will want his hands on this droplets. It's like the shittiest, lowest tier fucking artifact you can get. I don't think Sakharov cares. There's some bandits back there too, which is interesting. Okay, well my screen hasn't gone blue and I don't hear any high-pitched whistling, so I'm sure I'm okay. Can I get into the back here? Pretty sure it's locked off. Or was that the other shop? No, that was the other shop. I can't get into the back here. I've already been under here though, so it doesn't matter. Merc bosses offer juicy contracts, bit of meat up front to entice the really hungry, and a payout that most will never cash out. Yeah, exactly. As long as you don't pay up front, it's a good business model. Just get them to go do something that's going to get them killed. You never have to pay them. 5,000 IQ. Oh. Oh no, that's the back of the bookstore, that's right. I wonder if there's Monolith in the bookstore this time. Zombies. Oh my god, why am I such a bad shot today? Remember how I said my timing was really bad? You notice how I'm constantly timing my shots wrong for like when they're waddling side to side? Okay. Probably none of them have anything worth taking, but we'll just check. Oh, medkit, it's worth it. So I think I need to just go left down here and that should be the level transition. Maybe? Hello? No, that's not the level transition. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's up the top of this block. I've gone past it again. I keep going past it. Right. Left here. Then to the top of this building, then left again. Is that number 10 or number 13? It's hard to tell. Number 13, Lennon Avenue. This being Lennon Avenue. Oh, the actual level transition is this door here. That's right. And then it spits me out inside one of the apartment blocks here. While that loads, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink. There we go. So these older 464 apartment blocks, the ones with the gabled roofs, there's none of those in Pripyat, but there's a bunch of them in Chernobyl itself, the actual city of Chernobyl, well, town of Chernobyl, which is where a lot of the workers in the zone live. It's also where the tourists tend to stay when they come through. I'm not sure when Chernobyl was built. I know it's older than Pripyat, though. Pripyat was only established in 1970. And that's something, too, that's missing from this game, just because of the locations they've chosen. You don't get to see the iconic town sign for Pripyat as you come in. Which is it's near a bridge which shoots off towards the power station. It's a bit of a road intersection there. Oh, hello, Psydog. He's unaware. Now he's very unaware. And will be forevermore. Okay, where'd that spit me out? I need to go down. So I gotta go left. Shit. We'll just hug the side of the road here. It doesn't help that my the enemy can see you indicator's glitched out again. It's stuck at maximum. Oh, probably shouldn't climb on this spicy debris pile. Nice little underpass here. So the reason there's actually an underpass there is because in real life, this is the main, well, one of the main streets in Pripyat that runs through here. And as I've said before, a lot of the apartments around here aren't actually supposed to be here. This is a much more open area. Now, I need to get through here, so I may as well just go through the car park, I guess, against my better judgment. So I'm pretty much just beginning the journey all the way back to the cordon and the swamp. It's gonna be a long trip. I don't even think there's anyone in here. That's right, this building's the thing. I think this is a school. Might check it out on the way through. Yeah, actually, let's keep the boomstick out. Let's definitely keep the boomstick out. Hello? That's either a pseudo-giant or a chimera. I'm not sure which. I don't want to meet either. Another thing I noticed in Ep 3 was the true events of a firefighter's wife who bribed the doctors to get into the ward. Yeah. In that situation, I don't know if I'd be able to even go in. Like, imagine that being your last memory of someone you love, seeing them in that state, and then not even being, well, I mean, she did, but not being supposed to like, not even supposed to touch them. Can't even fucking hold their hand. Fuck that. Radiation is a hell of a thing when it gets out of control. Oh, hello, what does this say? For your radicity? I can't remember what that means. For your, for your information or something. It looks like some sort of notice board or whatever. See how much more barren the interiors from Shadow of Chernobyl are? Because this was specifically designed as just an area you run through while fighting Monolith. You weren't supposed to really explore. I think that's where there's normally a stash, though. Ooh. Monolith. Speak of the devil. Let's head upstairs. We'll just let them deal with that while we explore. Oh, for your parents. Okay, yeah, there you go. So that's like a notice board for the kids' parents. Well, it sounds like the Monolith did not come out the better of that fight, so I'm gonna have something fun to deal with over there. Open these. Oh, stash. Hello. Oh. Pfft. Just a wood stove. I already have one. To be honest, I don't even use it. I may as well sell it. I don't know if it... I assume it works. I don't know what it actually does. Like, I don't know if cooking food is a thing in this or what. But, I have a wood stove. Alright, let's go back this way. Please don't notice me, senpai. It's a pseudo-giant. It's a sleepy pseudo-giant. Oh, I know, let's prank him. I want to see what these do. Yeet! That woke him up. Oh, he is not happy about being woken up. Wow, the smoke grenades don't fucking last long. Holy shit. I may as well not bother if that's how quickly they run out. Do the Russians make any 15 or 20 rounder SVD mags? I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure someone somewhere has done it in their garage, but I don't think they officially factory build any. I know they make 30 round magazines that'll fit the VSS and the ASVAL because the fucking Vicar uses them. But I don't know about for the SVD. I mean, can I modify this thing in-game to get a... I think I probably could modify this in-game to give it like a 15 or 20 round mag, but I usually just stick with the 10. If they lasted much longer, the strain on the engine would crash. Oof. Big ouch. I mean, is it even volumetric? Let me throw another one. Kind of, I guess. Really doesn't last long though. And the fucking ambient occlusion's visible through it. But that's, I don't think that's an issue with X-ray. I think that's just a general issue with the way that games do ambient occlusion at the moment. Because that's a case in most games that you can see the AO through smoke or fog or whatever. There's another one here somewhere. Oops, not that. Oh, not that either. I want its fucking food. Oh, someone's over there. Why has he got a 1P29 on a 12 gauge shotgun? What an absolute fucking genius this lad is. What an absolute 5-head. More monoliths down here. Not my fight though. Oh shit, actually it is my fight. There's learners over there. I'll go help them out. Gotta help my fellow learners out. Feels bad, man. Oh shit, he's right there. That's a controller. Oh my god, he had a fucking minigun? Oh my god. Oh lord. Okay, he was fucking well equipped. We're taking that. I think they're all inside. Can't get up there. Controller's outside, I think they just killed it. So there's friendlies somewhere down there. There's enemy over here. Okay, monolith is right outside on the left. Okay. I guess they didn't need help after all. Where the fuck was the controller? Oh shit, okay. Do it. Come up the stairs. Come on. Alright. If you insist. I think you might have gone around. Whoa! Fuck! Okay. Didn't see that coming. AO3 should have a 9x18 spiral magazine. Yeah, it does. It has the PP19. Jeez, the slugs don't even do anything to him. Someone should convince the Russians they need 9x39 50-round drum mags. Yeah, but that's... They'll be jam happy, and they'll be expensive to build, and they will be slow to load. That's the problem with drum mags and helical mags. Like, they're often more... And they're also hard to carry because they're a weird shape and they're bulky. They're often more trouble than they're worth, which is why basically no one uses them anymore. Even like those double drums that the Americans have got now for the M6, well, not the M16, but the, you know, like the entire AR-15 family, they're kind of a meme because they're bulky, they're hard to carry, they're a weird shape, they're not as durable as a well-designed standard magazine. Yeah, there you go. There's your PP19 right there. Just need him in Tarkov, yeah. Speaking of which, I might play some in a minute. I'll just loot some more in here and get out of Pripyat, and then I'll probably save and jump on. There's one more guy somewhere, probably upstairs. Oh, didn't mean to pick his pistol up. He sounds friendly, but I'm not getting a friendly marker. Hello? He's right under me. Oh shit, he's not friendly. Military. Ow. Is he military? I think he is. Yeah, he's a military stalker. Oh shit. Oh shit! Fucking Captain Stepchin. I've been wondering where this guy was. I've been looking for him to try and fucking pop him. Oh boy. We in the big leagues now. I'll probably just take one of those because I'm overweight. Something to eat, and we'll pop a Hercules, and we'll get a move on. Goes to Jupiter. You know what? Let's actually go to Jupiter, so I can sell this stuff now, rather than lug it all the way back through the fucking Brain Scorcher. I know I said I'd go through the Scorcher, but I lied. I'm a bad person. 3 contacts. Please be friendly. In fact, if they are friendly and I can sell these rifles to them, I'll go through the Scorcher, but I don't think they will be. Or if they are, they won't be able to afford them. I'm going the complete wrong way. As usual. Imagine having a functional sense of direction. There we go. So I gotta go into that building. Fuck. There's still another. Got lucky. Got very lucky. Oh shit. Fucking 5.7, or not 5.7, a P90 as well. Problem is, probably every monolithian in Pripyat is headed this way, like I said. I don't really want to risk checking their bodies since that's their main base. I'm just going to get out of here. In regular vanilla Call of Pripyat, have you ever tried going for the perfect ending? I think I got it on my first playthrough. I think. I can't remember if I did. I might have got the bad ending for Gary, but I got the good ending for everyone else. Have I already gone up? Yeah, I think I've gone upstairs too far. I'm going back downstairs. It's here. There we go. I don't like when it comes over this dark at 11:30 in the morning. Oh, I hear a long-armed what the Christ. I think the dogs are attacking it. Hello? Is he inside the... Might be inside here. Yeah, he is. He's under... That's a pretty good meme. I can hear him through the ground. It's a, Islam being attacked by dogs. And as you can see, the quest mark is still there to go into the underground, so I don't know why. Yeah, I think I might have lost one of the military guys. But, yeah, otherwise I got good endings for everyone. Fucking monolith everywhere. I'm glad they're oblivious to being shot at, though. Wonder if there's a way to make it so if a shot passes within a certain radius of them, it automatically aggroes them. Because if you hear a bullet snap past your head, you're gonna react to it. Unless this thing does count as technically suppressed, which it shouldn't. So I'll have to figure out how to undo that. Actually, let's see. Let's see what difference this makes next time I shoot at someone. Where's my Hercules? Go a step beyond for preparing for the evacuation. Yeah, I was like not prepared at all. I was definitely not ready, so get 8 rifles and max upgrade them for accuracy and fire rate. Damn, dude. Seen no, I haven't seen it yet, Millen. I want to see it, but I haven't had a chance. I've seen a bunch of scenes from it, like I've looked up a bunch of individual scenes from it. It looks pretty good. The acting looks really good. The casting looks really good. So, I was pretty impressed by what I did see. Oh shit, hello. Bunch of rats. It's definitely louder with the suppressor off. Yeah, they kind of did. Shooting the zombies and they just roll stomp the monolith. Bulletstorm, basically. Nice. Yeah, I was not ready for the evacuation at all. I barely knew what was going on. And it was at a point where I hadn't explored whole areas of the map. Like, I think, actually, it might have been my second playthrough I got the good ending. Or was it my first? I don't remember. Because I think on my first playthrough, I didn't end up getting the mission to go into the kindergarten and disable the monolith antenna. So as I went past it, it was fucking me up on the way through for the evacuation, and I got totally disorientated and lost the rest of my squad and everything. But I do remember I did get the good ending at some point.
Ну не пуха.
They even shot me to death at the choppers. Oof. Ouch. Oh, the things that pass for gratitude these days. Oh, shameful. Absolutely shameful. Alright, we'll get rid of that. Get rid of all of that. See, now I have grenades when I don't actually really need them. Buy some more ammo if he has it. And another grenade, because I always need more grenades. Let's go to the scientists and see if I can buy that Svarog, like if Herman has it. This thing looks so weird without the fucking compensator on it. Wonder if it still has it on the third-person model too. Like, in Call of Pripyat, even if you didn't have it attached, it would show on the third-person model. Oh no, it doesn't here. Look how weird it looks without it. It's bizarre. Well, I would just make sure I had an SVD, PKM, Hunter, Shotgun, and Gorse Rifle, use them as needed, and save the Gorse for the final push. That would do it. That would definitely do it. I think I was just running my standard loadout at the time when I did it. I think I was using an AN94 back then. Oh, actually, I'll get him to repair my... No. I'll get him to repair my stuff. There we go.
Здравствуйте.
Да-да.
Всегда рад видеть нового человека в нашем бункере.
Which one of these is degraded? This one. Likewise with the droplets. This one. And I got 2 moonlights, so I can get rid of one of them. Ah, he's not selling a fucking Svarog, god damn it. I had my chance and I blew it. Damn, those ears are worth a bit for mutant parts. Oh, wait. Bloodsucker tentacles as well. There we go.
Удачи тебе.
I don't remember what the maximum Gorse ammo was. I think I used the Gorse rifle like once ever.
Здорово, брат.
So we'll do some science next time we find some hostile, unaware NPCs. I'll shoot around just over them with this thing and see if it alerts them. I'll try one from sort of normal encounter range and one from far away. We'll see if it's the actual gunshot they react to or the bullet. And we'll see if it makes a difference having the thing just bare bones with nothing attached to the muzzle. I might have to, if I can figure out how to actually implement new things rather than just modify existing things, what I might do is I might implement a standalone compensator for the SVU, which doesn't act as a silencer. All it does is reduce the recoil and the flash or whatever. Because that's what it should do. It reduces the felt recoil by like 40% or something from the SVD. Or I don't know if it's from the SVD or if it's just from the SVU without it attached, but either way, that's a pretty substantial reduction in recoil, and obviously it lessens the flash as well. There's a zombie there. Well, he didn't react. That might have just been because they're zombies, so let's try and find some non-zombified stalkers to test it on as well. There might be someone up on the concrete plant, but they might also be friendly. They look like military? They're either military or freedom. Oh no, they're clear sky, I think. One friendly and two enemy. Oh, it's a pair of bandits and a freedom guy, I think. Okay. Didn't react. Okay, so it's the actual shot they react to. They don't react to bullets at all. And taking the compensator off makes basically no difference. How does it look from third person? See, it has the correct model for third person. That's more or less what it should look like. But in first person it doesn't. It looks, well, it kind of does, I guess. That sounded like a bloodsuck. We're just going to take this thing back out. Go up and check those bodies. Yeah, freedom dude in a couple of minutes. Hello. Don't mind the fact I just shot your friends over here. I always forget that freedom tolerate bandits. It's fine. Can I interest you in a weapon repair kit there, buddy?
И что же ты сюда без
Traded for the
снаряги-то, а?
Hercules. He landed in a pretty good pose. Get a really good view from up here as well. A really good view. There's a side dog down here. I also just realized that yet again I'm going in completely the wrong direction. I want to go down, not up. I want to head back towards the cordon, not towards Zaton, which leads to the power plant. Actually, where's the path? There's a path in Zaton that leads to the power plant directly. It's that one, up by the lumber mill. Well, we've already been there recently. We don't need another visit there just yet. I'll save that until I can get into the Monolith War Labs. What I might do is just head back to Jupiter and save there. It's getting a bit late in game time. I don't want to be traveling through the Red Forest at night. If the game had better night vision, I'd do it, but the night vision in Stalker is incredibly bad. It's actually more hindrance than help. Might do a couple quick raids in Tarkov after that, and then wrap up for now. Oh shit, there's another one. Alright, let's save here. There we go. And do some Tarkov. And probably die horribly. See if I've got to patch it, I might do. They've been pushing patches pretty frequently lately. Well, I say that, but it's more like I haven't been playing as much. I am very bad at this game. Very, very bad. As soon as you put any kind of timer on something, it turns me into an idiot. So I start rushing around and making stupid mistakes. I would have liked to do some more DCS tonight, but since the game is currently unplayable for me, I'm not going to bother even trying. What I'll do is I'll possibly look at going back to the stable branch early next week and we'll see if there's people playing on that. If there is, I'll just play that until they fix it. Otherwise, I might have to take a bit of an enforced break until the game actually works for me, basically. There's no point playing DCS if it takes me 15 minutes to load the textures and I'm freezing every 30 seconds. Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. I got some stuff to get. What? What? That's interesting. That's very interesting. So the receive all button is bugged. Good to know. Oh, nobody bought my hat. Okay. Yeah, this guy's set up for a raid. Start with one on shoreline, I guess. Yeah, I might do a scav raid somewhere. It should say Tarkov if you refresh the page. I did change it on my end, so it should work. Are you looking for work with the Russian government now, Marius? No, if they want to push the whole the CIA did it thing with their series, the best way to do it is to say that the CIA were actually the reason that the design was flawed. It was a CIA plant who designed the control rods or something. Like, it wouldn't be that difficult to try and skew it that way. No one's going to believe a miniature nuclear bomb. I mean, well, that said, it's Russian propaganda, so no one ever said it needs to be believable. CIA plants all the way down. I mean, if you look into just how many Akhrana plants there were in the Social Democrats around the time of the revolution, you can start to see why the Soviets, after they took power, were so paranoid about spies and foreign influence. Like, several of the major Bolsheviks during the revolution and the Civil War were plants by the Akhrana. In fact, in one case, there was one guy who was the only senior Bolshevik leader not imprisoned, because who would have thought he was the plant and no one suspected him. Even Lenin defended him repeatedly until Lenin finally realized, oh shit, actually, yes. He is the problem. And I think he was later shot. As it turns out, Gorbachev was a CIA plant. I feel so bad for Gorby, man. I feel so bad for him. Like, he meant well. The dude loved his country. He wanted to keep it alive. Like, he knew that if he didn't do something, the place would implode anyway. He just didn't realize that a lot of the reforms he was pushing, words are hard, were not going to go down well. Like, he tried to reform a bit too much, a bit too fast, and it kind of caused the resurgence of nationalist sentiment and things like that, which the Soviet Union really didn't need at that point in time. Really didn't need. But, I mean, he meant well. He wanted to fix the country. The hardliners would have run it into the ground anyway, and it would have turned into an absolute tin pot shithole. And they were all on death's door anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered, because as soon as they died, someone else would have taken power and completely changed things again anyway. And then you had fucking idiots like Yeltsin, who went on to run the place into the ground after they got control of it. So no matter which way you went, the place was screwed. Like, the Soviet Union had been on a 20-year, well, almost 30-year economic decline under first Brezhnev and then Andropov and Chernenko. I mean, Andropov, and then Chernenko especially, when fucking... Okay, so Andropov is a large part of the reason that Gorbachev was able to implement his reforms at all, because Andropov, being highly placed in the KGB, had the influence to help set him up for it, and he also groomed him as his successor. Of course, as soon as he died, the Central Committee decided, no, we'll just put Chernenko in charge instead, because we don't want this young upstart who was born after the revolution to run the country. And Chernenko lasted like a couple of months and then died as well. And did basically nothing while he was running the place. Why do you have that foul? Because I got it in a raid. And I don't want to use my AK. Don't want to use my AK because I don't want to lose my AK, whereas this is expendable because, as noted, I got it in a raid, so I don't really care. Hey, Max. I think I'm going to get myself a cup of tea in a minute. I'm fucking falling asleep here. I haven't been up for all that long because I slept through the day, but I'm just so tired today. Oh shit, right there. He doesn't know. I think it's probably a scab, but I don't know. Actually, he doesn't move like a scab. He's dead. We're not going to make the same mistake. We're going to go inside and sit and wait for a while and see if anyone turns up. What did you think of that mission yesterday? I mean, I would have liked for us to get a little more involved in it, but that wasn't really something in our control, I guess. But it was alright. It was fun. Especially towards the end when it did start to heat up a bit, that was good. Didn't realize until after the Red had a GPMG. Yeah. That's cool, man. I mean, we didn't really have the best amount of prep time anyway. Get rid of that. I don't really need that. Get in my wallet. Also get in my wallet. Is anyone down there? Anyone looting my little friend? No? Okay, we'll quickly check this and then we'll head down. Oh, is the safe locked? I didn't check. Good call. No, it's not. Thanks for reminding me, Munch. Spent so long trying to get the money off the top of it that I didn't check inside it. Or I also didn't check this. I should probably hurry up and get out of here though. It's a bad place to be. Man, these guys sure have a lot of disposable lighters. Holy fuck. Was one of them a fucking Bic salesman or something? Did I hear movement outside? No, I don't think it was me. Okay, so this rifle's actually kind of good because it drops people in one fucking chest hit. Or at least it dropped that guy in one fucking chest hit. The iron sights are a bit of a fuck though. Just because of the way the game handles iron sights, it obscures the screen. Christmas. He even had a fucking armored vest on and it slam dunked him. Soft vest was still better than nothing, surely. I'm just gonna quickly loot this shit and get the fuck out. Yeah, we're out of here. We're out of here. Where's my fucking exit? Pier boat, tunnel, rock passage. Oh, we're going for the tunnel. Boat's too risky. Dive dehydrate. Oh shit, yeah, I should probably get that bottle. Now that I do have the backpack on. I mean, if I get shot, I'll need it. If I don't, I probably won't, to be honest. But, yeah. There we go. We're out of here. Yeet! I just got to find the quick way down, but the quick way that doesn't result in me breaking my legs. I think I can get down there, but it's risky. Yeah, that's where I went down last time. This is where I want to go, I think. Yeah, this is it. It's nice and foggy, which should help us. Well, actually, it might work against me if I get silhouetted against the fog, but it should also help avoid me getting sniped by other human players. The problem is I don't know if the fog affects the scabs. Knowing Tarkov, it probably doesn't. I've also got to cross the fucking river, which I only just realised. What we got on this other rifle? I'll stick with this one for now. I see 2 scabs down there. 3 scabs. I have to deal with them, I think. Might see if they pass by, and if they do, I'll let them. Down there. They're going down to the dock. There's one. Shit. There's one right there. Just gotta make sure I don't hit the rock if I shoot. Oh, the fucking movement in this game. And now I can't see him. Okay, there we go. Don't know if that's going to hit him or if it's going to hit the lamppost. I think that forced him prone. I don't know if I hit him. No, there he is. Fuck, he's accurate. This side of the barrier. I still find it more than a little insulting that in current year you can't stand in fucking ankle deep water in this game. Okay, I'm hoping they don't roll me up from behind down there. I don't know if they went down there, I assume they did. That's the body behind that truck, I think. Yeah. Oh, if only I had some kind of magnified optic. Okay, there's 2 dead ones there. So I've got 2. Don't know where the third is. I assume he went down there somewhere. How many squares does an AVS rig take up? That many, right. Hoping the last guy isn't here. Oh shit, right there. Fuck, this rifle is actually really good in this. Fucking suppressor as well, holy shit. Alright, I'm just gonna book it. Don't want to get greedy. Oh, you can expect it and take it? Yeah, okay, I might do that. I'll just do it quickly. I don't want to be stuck here, because I know this is usually where players come to go to get those safes. Inspect. Ah, I can't fit it in there. What I'll do... I'll drink this now. Since I'm gonna just beeline it for the fucking thingo anyway. Hello? There we go. Yeah, I got it. I just drank the water for it because I'm gonna, like, dehydration's not gonna be an issue here. I'm close enough to my exit. I like how when you've got a bright background, you spot every little fucking speck of dust on your monitor. Oh man, this thing needs a clean. Okay, there might be some scabs up there. Just have to be careful going for the tunnel. Thankfully the fog kind of helps me against people on the island. That's the best one in a while, I think. That was very productive. Even got the drop on someone right at the start. Now I just gotta find space for all that stuff. Okay, where am I keeping my grenades? Down here. And I don't need that many meds. So these can go up here. That can go there, this can go there. Probably move those out of the way at some point. I'll actually keep a full one there. Please buy some better gear from the flea market. Nah, dude, I gotta hoard the money. I gotta be rich. Oh, I've got 2 PPS4s. Okay, well, I'll sell one. I'll sell this one. Oh, 2 PSOs. Oh, yeah, 2 of them. So I'll sell one of them as well, I guess. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. What do I got in here? NSPU. Oh, yes. I gotta get an eye cup for that, though. Needs the eye cup. Sell these since I've already got heaps of AK mags. And all the rest of that I'll keep on for the next raid. Get rid of the AK mags here. Factory map in container. Yeah, is that not supposed to be in container? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with the map. That's the first time I found one. $30,000 rubles. Oh boy. Let's undercut this dickhead by 1 ruble, just like he did to the guy above him. $20,000 for that. Maps are useless, sell to therapist, okay. Oh, it won't be in there because it's in my container, right. Oops. Rearrange this a bit. Oh, right. We'll chuck this in there so I don't get dehydrated totally. And that should do for the next raid I go on my main character. Actually, what I might do is I'll unload this and reload that mag. Top it off. There we go. Might do a scab raid at customs. So yeah, I think I'm going to be keeping the FAL. That thing is fucking powerful. Like, because I usually run the AK-74, I didn't realize just how easily it drops people. I'm used to having to fire like 10 or 12 or 15 shots just to knock over somebody not wearing any armor, and that thing drops them in one. So yeah, that might become my new primary weapon for now, I think. Have you tried the VEP 101? I think I've only ever got it in when I picked it up off bodies, or I've got it in a scab raid, and I've had a chance to shoot at somebody like a grand total of once with it. Exit at roadblock or warehouse 17. Okay. Oh, and I have a proper rifle. Good shit. I run into people in this building a lot. Holy fuck, this guy is really geared for a scab. And he's got a fucking 6 112. Holy shit. Right, well, I do like how the safety railings just abruptly end, so if you come sprinting up the stairs, you'll run straight off of them. That's a really good meme. Merry fucking Christmas! Oh, I can't fit that in there. Bummer. Right, we'll chuck that in there. What the fuck is that even for? Inspect. Oh, it's for the TOS 106? Yeah, nah, fuck that. Move the can- oh, yeah. Good spot. I'm a genius. Why did I just turn that sideways? What am I doing? There we go. In fact, that should go in my pocket. Haha! Now I have all the AKs. Nothing there. Go back down, check the dude sleeping on the couch. Doing a big sleep, and then I'll get the fuck out of this building because somebody's right nearby. Nothing. Right. Peace out. This is locked, I think. Yeah. There's a lot of buildings on customs I've never been into just because I never have the keys on me. Like, I think I have keys to some of these buildings now, but I'm always on fucking scabs when I play on here, or if I'm on my main dude, I get iced before I can get over to this side of the map. Is there something in here? No. It's just a hiding spot, I guess. Oh, they're just not enterable? Yeah, but it said breach, so I assume if it says breach, it's enterable if you have the right key. Or a big enough boot. Is there anyone in there? Someone near there, but not in it. I suspect someone's up on this hill shooting down at gas. Or they're in gas. It's quickly going to check the hilltop and move down towards the sniper overlook and see if there's anyone there. And if there is, hopefully they'll be of the oblivious variety with tunnel vision. That would make me very happy. That's right, the thing's over here. Hello? Oh, I've got to stand up. Chair opposite the medical box there can spawn a key worth 80k. Oof. Probably should have looked a bit closer while I was in there then. Let's check this first. Okay, I think that might have been someone actually in New Gas. Or they moved on. Is there anyone in here? I've been shot through this gap before by scabs, so I should probably not do this. Whoa, shit, okay. That is not a place I should go, like, ever. For any reason. See ya. Fucking hell. I gotta say, it is kind of tempting, but I just don't want to get popped in the face by whatever the fuck that was. I might double back later or something. How much time have I got? Half an hour. It's plenty. Might do another raid or two after this, and then get something to eat, because I'm pretty hungry. Those scouts were those players? They were players! Oh, I shouldn't have gone through that bush, they heard me. Oh, if I just waited a little longer, that would have been beautiful. It would have been so beautiful. They were totally unaware. Wait, what? 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 Is that an actual player with a name like a scav, or is that a scav who just aggroes on everyone? Yeah, I was on semi. Fuck. Player scav? Oh yeah, no, good point. Interesting that there was two of them grouped together like that then. Because he had a mate with him. Too bad I don't have a grenade, or I would have done what I used to do to piss people off in America's Army, and just fucking chased after him and pulled the pin. Oh wow, my next scab gets a AK as well. Neat. Do one more. I'm probably going to lose my shit on this one. I've never done the lab, but I'm not good enough to do the lab from what I've seen of it. I'm pretty familiar with the layout of Shoreline, which is why I do it a lot. Let's do interchange. This is probably going to end terribly. I have a bad habit on this map of walking around the corner directly into an enemy. Or, I think my personal favourite was when I thought I was being really clever and sneaky, and I was checking the food court and I was going through raiding all the tills, and, you know, like, I'd been carefully kind of shadowing the sound of somebody downstairs so that I was always behind where they'd been, so they wouldn't be likely to turn around and come back and get me. Anyway, so here I am jumping over tills or jumping over counters and raiding tills, and I jump over one and just immediately get fucking domed by a dude with a shotgun who was sitting crouched, huddled behind the counter with his fucking shotgun, just waiting for someone to do that. Like, he didn't know I was there. He couldn't have, because I hadn't been making any noise. He was just waiting for a mate. Okay, where's my exit? I wasn't paying attention. Southeast exfil and power station. Okay, well, power station's pretty fucking self-evident. I also like, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see this. Those of you that play Tarkov will know what I'm talking about anyway, but the sky looks like a fucking low-quality GIF. Like, it's pixelated. It's, what's the word? Like, there's really obvious fucking interpolation on it. And it looks terrible. Like, the skybox itself is fine, but it just looks so weird because there's visible sort of noise on it. I guess it's a film grain that, overlay that they use, but still, it looks ridiculous. State of gaming in current year. Time I went AFK on this map, 15 minutes, came back to a PMC staring at me and wiggling. Hit him with the old debate. He thinks he's found an easy target. Little did he know. It was the long con that you were playing. Holy shit. Go in this entrance here. I think my favorite thing that happened on this map that didn't result in me dying, at least not immediately, was I'd been chased by a player. I was playing a scab, so I freaked out and ran into a store and hid. And I heard someone talking on the opposite side of the aisle, like behind a divider, so I flipped my shit. Just ran around and started hosing bullets at anything and everything I saw. Turns out it was Killer, and I just, like, he was consumed by such a massive bullets that he didn't even have time to react. So I got some really good shit out of that raid. It was my first and only successful encounter with Killer. Every other time he's fucking shot me from halfway across the food court, or he's been the one that ran around the corner into me and went full auto. I have no idea if the darkness affects the scab's ability to detect you. I guess we're going to find out together. Logically it would, but as we have seen, there is no logic to be found in the city of Tarkov. I think it's just one scav. And he sees me. Yep. Okay. I think that's enough Tarkov for tonight. I love how he has enough peripheral vision that he can somehow see through a shelving unit 90 degrees directly to his left as he's looking forwards. That's pretty great. Pretty brilliant. Well, there goes my FAL. That's alright, I'll just buy another one, I guess. I got enough money for it. I should have done the daytime one. I would have seen him from further away and it would have been fine. Did I already pick up whatever just sold? I guess I did. What I need to do is do some trading. So I've got 2 things I can sell. How much is this worth? Mind you, this didn't sell last time. 15,000. Alright, well we'll go 14,995 and we'll hope it sells. Because that's not much of a higher price than I'll get off of fucking what's his name? Rapor. So if that comes back again, I'll just sell it to him. That's not worth a huge amount. I'll see how much he buys them for. That's worth fuck all. Did I check the flood? No, I didn't. Okay, there we go. They're worth fucking nothing. That's worth nothing. So what was this again? This is... Salt is 12 grand. And the chainlet is 9.5. Oh yeah, no, fuck that. I'll get way better prices off the market for those two. But these... I'll just sell to him to get them out of my inventory. So that's 9.4. Let's be a shithead and undercut them by 1. Oh. Okay. Still gotta wait for an offer to clear before I can sell the salt. Try out the Vapor Hunter if you like the foul, and send me like the Hunter, plus it has better irons. Understandable. Get rid of that. Make sure you get 10 round mags? Yeah, sure. I'll have to price it out with the dealers as well and see if they sell them cheaper. Yeah, I've used one of these once, but I was in a really bad situation, so I got slam dunked before I could make good use of it. Pretty nice looking rifle, actually. Oh, dealers. I could go full Sif mode. I did a run as well. Well, was it one run or did I do a couple with the Mosin sniper? And holy fuck, that thing actually is quite effective. I guess because of the optic, it gives you that much better situational awareness. Has the AK side mount so I can take PSOs. Oh, nice. Let's see what Fence has got. Fucking MPL 50. Oh wow. Polymer fucking AKM mag. I think that's the first time I've seen one in Tarkov. Every other AKM mag I see is either aluminium waffle or steel. when you get glitched examining an item. Oh, there we go. Nope, glitched. Good meme. Oh wow, yeah, it's heaps cheaper on the marketplace. Okay. So that's what, 28,000? Already purchased. Fuck's sake, okay. There we go. What is going on? Has it disconnected me or something? No, there we go. Now I need a magazine for it. Still can't examine. Good meme. 10 round capacity. What's the other one? 5 rounds or something? Yeah, 5. Okay. Oh, that's in exchange for herring. Fuck that. Dog tags. It's 5. Oh, I see. Everyone's trading stuff for the 10 rounders. I'm gonna wait 5 minutes for that. I'll just buy mags for it next time I play. Okay, put a bandage in there. AI2, I gotta replace this one because it's partially used. And a splint. And some painkillers. Chuck the AVS on. Do I have a spare backpack? Oh, I do. I've got a scavenger backpack. But I don't know if I really want to lose that. I guess I may as well take it. As you can see, I am somewhat of a hoarder in Tarkov. Filter by item on them, yeah. It's still glitched out, telling me I can't examine 2 items at the same time. So my game is fucked at the moment anyway, so now would be a good time to jump off, I think. And get myself some food. Alrighty, let's see who else is on. I think I will host none.
You see the